everyone, good time. Let's crochet this beautiful baby romper. I made this romper for 6 months baby, and you can create it for other sizes too, considering the explanations about measurements I'm giving you at the process of the tutorial. I've started this project from the waist here and coming down to the crotch and then to the legs. And then I started here creating the bit and the straps and then making their ribs. The first measurement we need is the hip size, and the final sizes I have is 23 centimeter for this side. It's twice the size of hip and it's about 9 inches. The other size we need is from waist to crotch. For me it's about 18 centimeters, 18.5, and a bit more than 7 inches. And also I'm using Ollie's cotton gold yarn. It's 330 meters or 361 yards. For bigger sizes, you should use more than one ball. I've used 3mm hook size. And for the ribbings, I've used a smaller hook size 2.5mm hook. Moreover, in this tutorial, we're only learning how to crochet this romper and how to create the rainbow, the cloud, and the raindrops. We will learn them in next tutorials, and I will add the links here as soon as they're uploaded. Then let's start. The first thing we need is the measurements. For example, I'm creating this romper for a 6 months baby, and the hip measurement is 44 centimeters. For the crochet projects, you should add between 2 to 5 centimeters to give more freedom to the cloth, to give more freedom to the romper. So the measurement for me is 46 to 47 centimeters of chain. I need to chain 46 centimeters. Let's start. Make a slip knot. And chain as long as 46 to 47 centimeters. I have 95 chains and it's almost between 46 to 47 centimeters. Now join the two sides together. Go into the first chain and make a slip stitch. Now let's start the first round. Chain 1, make 1 single crochet into the first chain, 1 single crochet, make 1 double crochet into the next chain, single crochet into the next, insert the hook into the chain, pull up the yarn. There are 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull it through the 2 loops. This is called a single crochet. 1 double crochet into the next chain. Double crochet is like this, yarn over, insert the hook into the first chain, pull up the yarn. There are 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull it through the first 2 loops, Yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops. This is called a double crochet. So the pattern is like this: 1 single crochet in next chain, 1 double crochet in next, single crochet and double crochet, single crochet in next, double crochet in next. Repeat this pattern by the end of the chains until you reach here. Last chain is double crochet. Insert the hook on top of the first single crochet and slip stitch. Round 1 is over. I made around 46 centimeters of chains consisting of 95 chains. 46 divided by 2 is 23. Measure your first round again. This is my 46 centimeter chains and stitches. I fold it in 2 and it should be about 23 centimeters. We can have the exact measurement at the end of first row. Yes, it's about 23 centimeters. If the measurement differs a lot at this stage, you should start again and have decreases or increases for the amount of chains you create. For round 2, chain 1 and turn. The first stitch I have is a double crochet, and I should create a single crochet on top of each double crochet. On top of the first double crochet and create 1 single crochet. This is my first stitch, and I'm using a marker to know the beginning of each round. My next stitch is single crochet. Make a double crochet on top of the first single crochet. Next one is single crochet. The next stitch is double crochet. So just repeat this pattern: a single crochet on top of the double crochet, a double crochet on top of single crochet. At the end, slip a stitch into the first stitch. Chain 1 and turn. At the beginning of each round, you should consider your first stitch. Here, my first stitch is single crochet, so I need to create a double crochet on top of this stitch. For each round, look at the first stitch. If it's a single crochet, create a double crochet. If it's a double crochet, create a single crochet. Here I have a single crochet and next is a double crochet. You can distinguish the stitches by their lengths too. Double crochet is longer in high, but single crochet is smaller. So at the beginning of each round, you should distinguish the first stitch and then you can start your work. Okay, so my first stitch is single crochet, create double crochet into first stitch. Single crochet on top of the first double crochet. And just repeat this pattern. Double crochet on top of single crochet, single crochet on top of double crochet. Repeat this pattern by the end of the round. At the end, Slip stitch on top of the first stitch, chain 1 and turn. And then for the next round and the other rounds, you should work in the similar way. Just look at the first stitch. If it's a single crochet, you should start with double crochet. And if it's a double crochet, you should start with single crochet. And don't forget to turn at the end of each round. You should turn, or this style or pattern won't be created. So I'm going to repeat this round for a few rounds more. I made 25 rounds. Let's see. Yes, 25 rounds. This first round is actually the waist, and here my last round is the crotch. Let's see the sizes. It's about 18.5, a bit more than 7 inches. At this point, I'm having the crotch and I'm going to start creating the legs. I have 94 stitches. Divided by 2 equals to 47 stitches. This is the first stitch I'm going to start for this round. Starting from this stitch, count until you reach the 47th stitch. This is my 47th stitch. I put a marker. Now I start here. Slip a stitch into the first stitch, yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up the yarn. Insert hook into the next stitch and pull up the yarn. I have 4 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull it through all 4 loops. I created a decrease by half double crochet. Now continue your work like previous rounds. My next stitch is double crochet. I'm going to create a single crochet bob. Next one is single crochet, double crochet bob. Just repeat the pattern until you reach this marker. I have 3 stitches to my 47th stitch. I should do nothing in this stitch. And I have to decrease these 2. I have 1 more double crochet here. And now I'm decreasing next 2 stitches. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up the yarn. Insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up the yarn, yarn over and pull it through all 4 loops. Chain 1 and turn. Round 2 of the leg is similar to previous round. 1 decrease at the beginning of the round. And now continue the similar pattern. Here I have a single crochet. I should create a double crochet. Single crochet, double crochet. Single crochet and double crochet. Do this pattern until you reach here. And don't forget to have a decrease. This is my last stitch. I forgot to leave the marker. Okay, let me put it here. This is the first stitch where I made a decrease. Okay, and do a decrease with 2 last stitches. Don't worry, I'm not going to have decreases at the beginning and at the end. I just put stitches into each stitch. My first stitch is double crochet, so I put a single crochet inside, then double crochet, single crochet and double crochet. Do this until I reach this marker. Chain 1 and turn. For the leg part, if you want to have bigger sizes, you just need to continue the rows and have decreases at the beginning and at the end of the rows for every other 3 rows. For example, in this second row, I had a decrease at the beginning and another decrease at the end. I'm going to crochet 3 rows without decrease, and then I'm going to create another decrease row. Then I won't have decreases, then I would have a row with decreases. You just continue as long as you want. I will go on for 2 more rows, and then I will start creating the cuffs. For the cuffs, chain as long as you wish. I chained 6. For bigger sizes, you can add more chains. And for the cuffs, use a smaller hook size. This is 3mm hook size. I'm using 2.5mm hook size for the cuffs. Skip the first chain into the second chain, make a single crochet. Single crochet in each chain. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Slip stitch into next stitch and a slip stitch into next. Turn. These 2 first ones are knot stitches and I have 5 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. For the cuffs, you should use the back loops only. So skip these 2 and create single crochet in back loops only of the 5 single crochet. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Chain 1, turn, make 1 single crochet into back loops only. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now go back to the leg, slip a stitch into the next stitch, slip a stitch into the next stitch, turn, skip these 2, single crochet in back loops only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, turn, and repeat this pattern all around this side. At the end, chain 1 and fasten off and leave a longer tail for joining these 2 sides together later. For the other side, come here, skip the first stitch and into next stitch join your yarn. Chain 1, yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, pull up the yarn, insert the hook into the next stitch and pull up the yarn, yarn over and pull it through all 4 loops. I made a decrease. Now work on like the other side. Single crochet on top of double crochet and double crochet on top of single crochet, and do the similar way we did in this side for this side too. And just don't forget that this is my last stitch. Skip this one stitch here and finish your work for this round at this point. Okay, for front side, this is actually my first round and my chains, and this is the stitch I started. This is where I started. Count 30 stitches and leave a stitch marker, and do the same for the other side. Starting this point, count 30 stitches and leave a marker. So let's start this round right from here. Join the yarn into this stitch, chain 1 and make 1 single crochet into the same space, 1 double crochet in next stitch, single crochet next, double crochet next, single crochet next. Repeat this pattern until you reach the next marker. For next round, chain 1 and turn. Make a decrease at the beginning of the round. Yarn over, insert the hook into the first stitch, pull up the yarn into the second stitch and pull up the yarn, and yarn over, pull it through the loops. Next stitch is a double crochet because I have a single crochet in previous round. Double crochet, next one is a single crochet. I should create a single crochet. Double crochet, single crochet. Repeat by the end of this row until here, and decrease last 2 stitches. I'm decreasing the last 2 stitches, chain 1 and turn. Repeat row 2 for a few more rows, beginning with a decrease, double crochet and single crochet considering the row before, and another decrease at the end. I made a total of 9 rows. For round 10, 11 and 12, 3 rows, I'm going to crochet without the decreases at the beginning and at the end. Just do the normal crochet. The first stitch is single crochet, so I'm going to create a double crochet, then single crochet, double crochet. Therefore, do this pattern for 3 rows. Now I'm going to create borders for here, the back side or the waist side, and going back here up and all around this top part of the romper. Using the smaller hook size, chain 4. Skip the first chain, single crochet into the second chain, single crochet into the next chain, and also into the next chain. Actually, I have 3 single crochets. Look at here, there is no specific stitch here, so I'm using any loops I can take, and I try to take one stitch or one slip stitch from each row. Like look here, this is my last row, I'm taking one loop here. This is my second row, taking one here. Actually not taking loops, it's just like slipping a stitch into this space next to it and slip a stitch into next space that's along this second row. Turn. Don't consider the first two chains and make one single crochet into each of these last three stitches, back loop only. 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and turn. One single crochet into each stitch, back loop only. 1, 2, 3. Slip a stitch into next space along this third row and slip a stitch into next space of next row. It's like this. Just go on this way until you reach here. I'm getting close to this splitting part and I'm going to do like this. I have my first two single crochet and into the third stitch I'm going to create a slip stitch. Then I slip a stitch into the next space to fix and into the next space. Turn, skipping the first two into the third stitch I used to create a single crochet. Now I'm going to create a slip stitch into the same back loop. Slip a stitch into next stitch 2, back loop, and single crochet into last one. Chain 1 and turn. Single crochet in first stitch, slip stitch into next, and slip stitch into next. Slip a stitch into next space and slip a stitch into center, this center part. Now turn, slip a stitch into first one, slip a stitch into second one, single crochet into next one, chain 1 and turn. Repeat this pattern once again. Single crochet into first one, slip a stitch into next, and slip a stitch into last one, slip a stitch into next space. Here I have my chains of first row, and slip a stitch into next. Now look at here. You can see I have a curve here, and now I can continue in the similar way as before. Just having a single crochet into back loops, single crochet, single crochet and single crochet, chain 1, turn, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, slip a stitch into next stitch. It's here, and slip a stitch into next stitch, and just go on the similar way we already had. Now you can see how it looks like. Okay, continue making the borders here and this back side or wrist side, and here. For this side you should act like this way and then continue until here, and I will see you at this point. I created the ribs here on back side and this side. For this top part of ribbing, I'm here and I'm going to reach myself to the beginning of the work here. So turn back and slip a stitch into next stitch, slip a stitch into next stitch, and slip a stitch into next. Now chain 4 and turn. I can start the ribbing right now. It's just like before. Skip the first chain into the second chain, create a single crochet, another single crochet into the next one, and single crochet into last stitch. Last chain actually. I have 3 single crochet. Now slip a stitch into next stitch and slip a stitch into next. Just do the similar ribbing like we had. 3 single crochet, chain 1, turn, 3 single crochet, back loop only, slip a stitch into next stitch, and slip a stitch into next. It's like this. Continue this way until you finish this side too. For the straps, slip knot, and chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Skip the first 2 chain and 1/2 double crochet into the third chain. Yarn over, insert the hook into the third chain, pull up the yarn, draw 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull it through all 3 loops. This is called a half double crochet. 1/2 double crochet in each chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 6 half double crochet. Chain 2 and turn. Make 1/2 double crochet into each stitch, back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2, turn, 1/2 double crochet in each stitch, back loop only, and repeat this pattern until you reach the desired length or the appropriate length of the strap for the size you are making. I have 33 rows. For row 34, I'm going to create a buttonhole. Chain 2 as usual, turn, half double crochet into the first stitch, back loop only, and into next stitch. Chain 2, Skip the next stitch. Half double crochet in last 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and turn. I have a hole here. Half double crochet into the first stitch, into the second, third, and into one of the chains above this space. And into last 2 stitches. Okay, I'm done with this one. You can create more buttonholes, for example, like here and here, to make the strap more adjustable and use it for different sizes and different lengths. Now cut the yarn and start sewing. First, I'm going to sew this down part at the crotch. Using the tails. Taking loops from this side and the other side, and just continue this way and join the 2 sides together. Done. Let's go to top part, back side. Let's sew the strap. I'm going to put it here. Yes. Then sew buttons, one here and the other one here. My cute baby romper is over. This is the rainbow, the buttons, the cloud and the raindrops. And this is the back side. Hope you liked this tutorial. To watch the other tutorials, don't forget to subscribe. Happy crochet!